Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Soul video, and today we have some news to go over. The new resurrected batch has been data mined, and it is the one we were all expecting, the Gin, Jushiro, and RETSU banner. Now, I actually have seen the resurrections. Normally when I do this kind of video, it's my reaction to it, but unfortunately that video got corrupted, so we have to do it again and talk about the characters again. So let's go over it. So this banner right here is kind of a mixed bag, I will say that right now. Let's firstly talk about Jushiro. Now, this character basically had no hope of being good, mainly because he does have bombardment. If you don't know how resurrections do work, characters that have bombardment don't get frenzy, and they need frenzy. It's really stupid that they do this, and it's kind of disappointing because there's some characters like this Jushiro, for example, that might have been good had he been given frenzy. And unfortunately, they just don't give it to him. So yes, that, and I'm probably mentioning this every 2 weeks, every time we get a new resurrection batch. That potentially does mean that 1000 Year Blood Obiakya is not going to get frenzy when he really does deserve it. And hopefully, you know, we still have like 4 or so months before we do get to the 1000 Year Blood resurrections. Hopefully, by the time we get to that, Caleb have a change of heart and start giving some of these characters frenzy when they have bombardment, because it really does ruin a resurrection. Like, someone like this definitely could have been a good character because he has good range on his strong attacks. Like, if we go here and look at his attacks or similarities, SA1 is a lunge, SA2 is like a 500-ish around him, and then his SA3 is a full screen. Like, if he had frenzy, he might have been quite good. Now, before resurrecting, he is a damage taken at minus 20% link. Now, going into this, I instantly knew he wasn't going to get no attack damage or even last ditch. I was kind of hoping for him to get last ditch. Unfortunately, he picked up weakened duration minus 55%. Now, these duration ones are normally like just a cop-out. Caleb just are being quite lazy, and they're giving him something that isn't going to be that useful, especially on a recharge character or something like this. But I can not lie, this I can see some use for. Damage taken minus 20% is always going to be a must-have for any PvP character. So if you are still rocking a Mind Noitora, for example, or any other Mind character in PvP, then this link you're going to be using anyway, regardless of the second trait. But at least this does come in handy. Weakening is a big factor in PvP, and being able to resist it or lower the time that you are weakened is actually quite good. So I can see the use of this. I'm not going to say it's instantly just a bad soul trait, because it is quite good. This, especially because, you know, Kenpachis are running around Drugan weakened, for example. If for some reason your Mind character is still alive after the 10 seconds and you get weakened, this can be quite useful. It's not the best. I think I would have actually preferred Last Ditch, but I'll gladly take this over, you know, Poison Duration. I'll say that right now. So that's basically what he picked up as the soul trait. And for a non-resurrected character, like I said, he needed Frenzy. He didn't pick it up. All he really saw was like a 10% increase on his Berserker and a 20% increase on his Bruiser, which doesn't help him whatsoever. He did pick up Weaken Attack, which again is also kind of a throwaway, because this character is an Espada killer, and he has Bombardment. This had some potential. Honestly, even without the frenzy, he had some potential of being somewhat usable if he was given weakened defense. But unfortunately, he got given weakened attack, and that's not that good. If he had weakened defense, like, I wouldn't blame someone for getting him to 5-5 and transcend him just to use him in Guild Quest, because he might have actually been a sleeper character to use in there. Like, he might have actually been a good character for that. But unfortunately, with the weakened attack, with no frenzy, and I guess with the Espada killer, not even a good second soul trait, he kind of got the short end of the stick. And he's mainly going to continue just being a link for our PvP characters. And even then, he's not even going to see much of a change as a link, because he did pick up weakened duration, which again has some use, but there definitely could have been a lot better things. And I did see this coming. I knew he wasn't going to get something good, because we did get the 20 DR Grimjow, which got resurrected like 2 months ago. He picked up no attack damage, so I was like, okay, maybe Killer aren't going to give him that. I was kind of hoping for Last Ditch, but yeah, as you can see, they just didn't give it to him, and they gave him weakened duration minus 55% instead. So overall, a mediocre resurrection, to say the least. His last hope was to be a good link, and they just really didn't give him that. You're mainly going to use this character just for the 20 DR. This weakened duration is more so just like a pity bonus in a sense. You're not really looking at both of the links saying, oh, this is a pretty good link. You're mainly looking at that main one, which is the 20 DR. The second resurrection to talk about is the new Gin. So I knew for a fact this character was going to get shafted. You can just see it coming. If you know how resurrections work, you can see it coming. So look at his soul tree, right? He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 7 skills. And that means he's not going to get anything new. And as for his skills, for the most part, they've been pretty much maxed out. Blast on is 30%, Bruiser is 20%. This is going to go up, and it did go up. This is the only upgrade he saw. He basically got nothing new. The only thing he saw an upgrade on was the Bruiser. It went up to now 40%. His Debility is plus 2 seconds because he does Poison. That is the highest it can be. He has Frenzy. He has Havoc plus 20%, Long Reach plus 20%, and Sprinter plus 1. you know, out of all the skills he has here, the only thing that can actually upgrade with how they do resurrections is the bruiser, and that's exactly what you saw when he does resurrect. Now, even though I knew this, I was really hoping for this character to get a good second soul trait, more specifically a 12% recharge, because this character, to this day, is still perfectly usable, and there's many people out there that have this character max transcended because he's not bad. Like, he has very good strong attacks, not very good strong attacks, but he has good enough strong attacks to say the least, right? So he's still a perfectly usable character. All he really needed is recharge as a second soul trait, but unfortunately, with his resurrection, he got poison duration minus 55%. And this hurts more than Jushiro, because Jushiro, I said, is always a link, and at least weaken duration is good with that combination of DR. This is just useless. You're not going to ever use this as a link, and as for a character like Gin, who's already playable as is, this doesn't help him whatsoever. It really does suck to see this, and as you can see, as I mentioned before, the only upgrade he got with his skills was that 20% bruiser increase, so now it's 40%. So overall, as a character, I knew he was going to get the short end of the stick because of how they do resurrections and how he's already good enough and already has good enough skills. And it sucks, but I was really hoping for him to get a good second soul trait, and this poison duration minus 55% is just bad. And I can see why they did it, I guess. I think they could have done something a bit unconventional, maybe give him DR, I don't know, give him stamina recovery, just give him something other than like a duration skill or soul trait, because this is just very bad. I guess they didn't want to give him strong attack recharge because there's already a few recharge and strong attack damage links for the heart attribute, so maybe that's why they decided to give him poison duration, but there were so many other traits they could have given him. Like, anything would have been better than this. Nad, even Nad recharge, full stam, low stam, anything other than poison duration, bro. Anything other than that would have been great, and unfortunately, just another mediocre resurrection. He's still perfectly usable. He just really didn't see any kind of upgrade besides extra stats, which if you are transcending this character, which you should do if you're using it because he's kind of outdated, you're not really going to see much of a difference when you're actually playing with the character, which is just really disappointing. But hey, at the very least, he's now 75 orbs. Same goes for the Jushiro. That's 150 orbs right there if you do own those two characters. And then the last character to talk about is the RETSU, who definitely saw the best upgrade, and it's mainly due to the fact that she didn't have Frenzy already. It's similar to Ginjo, for example, right? Ginjo on release didn't have Frenzy, and he also didn't have Bombardment. So that means Caleb can give them Frenzy because that's the rules they have in place for Resurrection characters. I know it's not the best, but it is what it is, right? So you can see here she has 30% Berserker, 30% Bruiser, Debilitator plus 5 because she can actually paralyze on her first, her Nad String, and her Soul Bomb. Then she has Devastation plus 40%, Medic, and Sprinter plus 1. So that means, obviously, when she's resurrecting, she can pick up an extra skill, and that obviously is the Frenzy. So let's quickly go to that. You can see here, with her Soul Tree, she now kept the Berserker and Bruiser, which is very interesting, and she got Frenzy. Very good upgrade for a character. But any character that doesn't have Frenzy wants to get Frenzy, and this RETSU got it. And now that means she's actually a very good character. One of the best resurrections to date. And that's not even to mention her Soul Trait, which is very big, by the way. So her original Soul Trait was strong attack damage at recharge time minus 12%, and now with the resurrection, she picked up damage inflicted at full stam plus 16%. This is a very huge link for the potential of a lot of future resurrections in a sense, right? Because this is, to my knowledge, the first time we're seeing a recharge and a full stam link together. And people have been asking for that future Senkamon character to either have like full stam and recharge or recharge and strong attack damage. And we have a possibility it could very well happen now, because look, we have a strong attack recharge character and damage inflicted at full stam plus 16%. This is a very good link, and it kind of makes sense with the RETSU as well, because it makes her a better character too, because she can actually heal herself and her team. So it makes sense why she actually has that. I was actually kind of expecting her to pick up stamina recovery, which would have also been a pretty good link, but this is a very good link. One of the best links in the game. Overall, this character is one of the best resurrected characters in the game. I don't think her strong attacks are all that for her to be like an amazing character like Ginjo, but like in terms of how much of an upgrade she got from a pre-resurrection to post-resurrection, this is a very good upgrade. I'm actually very excited about this. This kind of saves the whole batch in a sense, where the Gin got shafted, the Jushiro got shafted, but this RETSU kind of makes up for it for how good and insane she now is, thanks to this resurrection. So, very excited about her. Disappointed about Gin and Jushiro, but it is what it was. I was kind of expecting them to get bad resurrections. Hopefully the next couple resurrection batches aren't as bad as this, but it is what it is. It's whatever. It's whatever. So, there you go. So, if you're a Gin fan out there, I apologize for Caleb's part because of how dirty they did him. But at the very least, you have Ginzuru, and you also have the upcoming quote-unquote Beyond Bankai character coming out potentially this year. RETSU doesn't have that, so at least RETSU fans get to rejoice as they now have a new, good, usable RETSU. So overall, like I said at the start of the video, it's kind of a mixed bag. Like, we had a good, very good resurrection, one of the best to date, and then we just had 2 bad resurrections. So it's kind of hit or miss for a lot of people, depending on who you're excited for, who you're looking forward to. So it is what it is. I'm just personally happy that I can now get orbs for future banners. Speaking of our future banners, let's talk about the next resurrection batch that will be getting it in 2 weeks' time, 2 weeks after this one officially gets announced at least. So there's 2 possibilities, but the next premium banner at the very least is going to be their Chimera Cord, featuring Apache, Sunsun, and Mila Rose. Now, Apache is a 20 NAD link, and she has some potential that she could get Last Ditch or DR. Sunsun is a 25 SAD link, so she could also pick up Recharge. I feel like she's not going to get it, and I feel like none of them are going to get good upgrades. I feel like they're going to get some different, unconventional links. We're going to have to wait and see. And then for Mila Rose, she is a 12% Recharge or Power, so I would hope she picks up strong attack damage, but I don't think they're going to get good resurrections, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like they're going to get an okay upgrade, and then I feel like they're going to get just unconventional, maybe DR Recharge Soul Trader. That kind of makes sense. But I don't think that is the next resurrection batch. It's the next premium one, but the next resurrection batch, if we scroll all the way up here and go to seasonals, it should actually be the Cacao Society, featuring the Halibel, Nanao, and Yoruichi. And that's because the end of month banner should be the Valentine's themed banner, which this year should be another Machine Society banner, and that would mean that we're going to get a Valentine's themed resurrection batch, and that is this first one right here, Cacao Society. So the Halibel is a 14 recharge. Hope she picks up strong attack damage. She has the possibility to do that. If she does, she's definitely going to be the best link for any kind of tech character. As for an upgrade of herself, I don't think she's going to see much because she's not that good anyway. The Yoruichi is a strong attack damage link. Again, I would hope she picks up recharge, but I don't think she will. We have to wait and see. And then the Now is a DR character, so she could pick up no attack damage. She could pick up Last Ditch. If she does, she's going to be one of the best links for Drugum, and she's going to make Drugum even more cancerous in PvP. So the Now actually has some potential of being a nasty link, and that's basically all there is really to talk about. I don't want to go too much in the predictions for this. I'll talk about that when we get to it. When this batch comes out, I have a prediction at the start of the video going over what they might get. Unfortunately, I couldn't do it today because the first video that I did do it in got corrupted. So that being said, lads, that was the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. In the comments below, let me know what you guys think about these resurrections. I know RETSU fans are happy, and I know Gin fans are disappointed, and then I know Jushiro fans, I don't think they're disappointed because, like, who was actually expecting to get anything good besides being a link? And then, you know, if you're excited for your favorite character being a better link, then I don't really know what to say. So that being said, hope you guys did enjoy it. I'll see you at the next one. Peace.